Hello, this is Nadine Lajoie and welcome to How to Become an Expert in Your Industry at 180 miles per hour. As you can see, there is motorcycle in the background. It's because I was a champion motorcycle racer, so I like to compare life and business around the racetrack at 180 miles per hour. Also, I was a 20-time award-winning entrepreneur in Canada, US, and also in London. So I have a lot of tools and a lot of strategy to help you to become an expert in your industry. And the three major things that we need to become an expert is first, overcome your fear, get out of your comfort zone, live on the edge, go to the limit of yourself, get over yourself. The number two is really about branding, media exposure, press kit, and I will share with you a lot of stories and a lot of experiences and a tool that I call the Expert Grid Blueprint. And the third one is become an entrepreneur from A to Z. A lot of my clients, I coach over 850 clients in my life, and a lot of my clients, their number one reason is I don't have money to do that. And I found different ways, I'm really good at that, to become an entrepreneur from A to Z. You can do your Photoshop yourself for free. You can build your radio show for free. You can do your website, your branding, your logo, your banners, all that for probably less than $50 or $100. So now you don't have any excuses, and today I will share with you a couple of those tools with you to be able to build your branding yourself with your story, your template, and bring all that together so you are able to attract more clients in your life. And I would like to really thank you for being on the call tonight. We are sorry we had a little bit of technical challenges, so I was not able to plug my HD camera because the internet is too slow. So anyway, we will get to the PowerPoint pretty quickly. And if you have any question at the end of the call, be sure that you are emailing me at info@nadineracing.com. And of course, we will get to you different tools and strategies. It's a 1 hour full pack power slide that I have for you. So be sure that you are taking a lot of notes. And first of all, I would like you to close your eyes for maybe 30 seconds. Just take a deep breath. Just be sure that you are clear on your goal. What is the success that you want in your life? And if you have a piece of paper, I want you to define with a few words what is the biggest success that you want to accomplish in your life. And later on, you will know why I'm making you do that. So it's really important for you to really define what is success for you. So again, welcome to Become an Expert in Your Industry. And the first thing is really getting out of your comfort zone. When you have no fears, you become unstoppable. Like motorcycle racing, you need a lot of focus, adrenaline, discipline, being balanced into the imbalance. In motorcycle, we are never sitting on our seat. And in life and in business, it's exactly what's happening. Even you are feeling that you are going at 180 miles per hour, even if you are not sitting on your seat, you need to feel grounded. You need to feel in peace. You need to smile in your helmet. You need to really go with the flow, go with your bike, go with all your challenges. And as an entrepreneur and as an expert, this is one of the first things you have to do. Maybe do this week a list of the 10 biggest fear that you have for your business. Sometimes it's fear of success. Sometimes it's fear of failure. Fear of what? Why are you not having the life that you desire? And for me, I realized many goals and many dreams in my life. So today I want to reveal with you, I developed an expert grid blueprint to really help you with a 9-step process to have better relationship with yourself, with your client, and with your message. It's really important. Also, you need to increase your sales with free media. And there is many of different things that you can do with that. You also need to build your brand and wow your clients. And these are all the things that I will address tonight. And one of my favorite one is about passive income. How to do $100 a month means over $28,000. And I have a couple of calculations for you on that. I was an actuary by trade, so I love mathematics, number, financial. I was a financial planner. I was top 10% as a financial planner in Canada until I retired at 41 years old and semi-retired at 36. So I have a lot of things on the financial side to share with you. The number 5 is really understand time management secret. How I was able to semi-retire and become millionaire by the age of 41. I have a couple of secrets for you about time management and also about win-win strategies. We need always to find a win-win-win situation with our clients, our furnisher, our joint venture partners, and they will address that too. And finally, how to create your prosperity racing system. The racing system is the acronym of racing, and I have a nice racing also serve as a vision board that I want to share with you. So like that, you have a 6-step process in 3 areas of your life. So you have 18 goals in a 1-step, in a one only map, and you will be able to build your racing success. Your racing map to success. And what is success for you? That was the first question that I asked you, because I earn a lot of trophy, over 50 trophies in motorcycle racing and also in volleyball, in piano, in businesses. And I developed that champion mindset since I'm really, really young. I think one of my first competition in piano was when I was 12 or 14 years old. I finished 4th in Quebec. But that picture is about what is success for you. And if you don't have a trophy at home, you need to go buy one. Buy one and put on that little mark underneath what is the success you want. Some people, it's climbing the Mount Everest. So you can put that on your trophy. It's just to remind you on the subconscious level that you are a winner. And all the trophy that you have, or if you like fishing, maybe just laminate a fishing, one of the biggest fish that you get. Just remind yourself every day you need to see a trophy or something subconsciously to really remind you what is success for you. And as you know, success doesn't come without mentors. So Les Brown is one of my mentors, and he said that I was one of the most powerful speakers that I've heard. Can you imagine when somebody like Les Brown give you a testimonial like that? I was coached by T. Harv Eker, Greg Reed, Bernie Dorman, Jack Canfield, Dan Sullivan in Canada with the strategic coach. So over 30, probably 40 different coaches in my life. I take everything that I like from all of those coaches, and I kind of built my own coaching program, my own speaking platform and all that. And I adapt everything again with the motorcycle racing. And one of the biggest challenge that we have, we are afraid of crashing. Crashes are part of life. And keep that in mind. My motorcycle racer friend, and when I was asking them, how can I be faster? Am I at the right place? Do I brake too soon? And the 2 things that they were telling me is, as long as you will be afraid to crash, you will never be fast. So that was the number 1 thing. The number 2 was put less brake and more gas. And write that down. Less brake and more gas. If you apply those 2 things, to go fast, you need to accept to crash right at the beginning. And often the crashes are less dramatic than they can be, that we imagine them. You have to get up, walk away, because there are other motorcycle racers that are coming to your way. So as fast as you get up, as fast as you walk away, you can regroup and you can analyze what's going on. If you are following that 4-step process, with all the major challenges you had in your business, let's say in the last 3 months or in the last year, analyze with those 4-step process, what happened to you? Why did you crash? And sometimes we don't even know why we crash. But we need to analyze and regroup and be sure that we are not making the same mistake twice in a row, because we want to learn from our mistakes. So again, having big dreams and big goals, and for me, since I'm really young, I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be on big stages. And when Celine Dion sang for the Pope in '84, I was 14 years old. I was hoping she would be sick, so like that I can sing at her place and raise my hand and say, oh, I can sing instead of Celine Dion. This was my dream at 14 years old. It never happened, but now I'm speaking and I'm using motorcycle racing and singing all over the world. I came here in the US in 2007, barely understood English, barely spoke English, started my real estate business, and started my speaking, coaching, and book. And within 3 years, I was on big stages like California Women's Conference, TEDx in Montreal, and being coach and being co-author with Les Brown. Why? Because I was not afraid to not reaching my goal. I just went for it. I did whatever it takes, and having that attitude of whatever it takes and overcome all your fears that you have. And here is, and I'm sharing a bunch of those stories because they are really visual and they will relate to you, because we learn more with stories than technical. And in the middle, you will have a lot of technical. So I just want you to kind of bring into your heart that energy of overcoming fear and getting dynamic and having a lot of passion of what you do. And for me, I traveled 21 states by myself. I sold my house and my car. I bought an RV and a trailer, a second bike, and I decided at 36, because I was semi-retired, to go visit the States as much as I can. And because I was not crazy enough, I even started to post on the travel website if somebody wants to come with me. And you know what? Everybody discouraged me to do that. I took a coffee with that woman, Carol, for 2 hours. We got 2 phone calls over the phone before, and that's it. She came with me in the US, and everybody told me, are you crazy? She's maybe a psychosomatic. She will maybe kick you out of your RV. She will drive your RV, and in the middle of nowhere, she will drop you. That is your office and your house, all in that RV. Everything was in that RV and in my storage place. But you know what? And write that down. About 80% of the fears never happen. And because I was so bold to do that trip, when I came back, a lot of people, they told me, oh, you are so lucky. And your ego is like that too. You want to start a business right now, or you are having a lot of challenges, and your ego says, oh, you are not able to do that. Don't do that. And everybody are translating to you all their fears. I'm telling you, you have enough of your fears. Don't listen to people who are giving you their fear. You need to really go for whatever you want. And for me, what I wanted is a lot of flexibility, freedom, and money. And I found that only as becoming an entrepreneur. And 11 years later, I was semi-retired, pretty good at 36 years old. Who doesn't want to do that? I was working 133 days a year, and I was taking 16 weeks of vacation, and my average hours were 23 hours a week. So again, this is only the entrepreneurship A to Z. Do as much as you can by yourself, saving a lot of money, so like that you can have the freedom and having the money that you want and the flexibility in your schedule. And this picture represents one of my biggest deals I did ever. I won $125,000 commission as a financial planner because I made one of my clients save millions and millions of dollars. So find in your business what you can do. And that was in the male-dominated sports. And for the first 3 years, people were taking bet that Nadine will never last in the financial planning industry. So again, don't listen anybody. And when you have a time management system, that's where you are able to have more free time. Do you want more free time in your life? You need to focus on those 3 kinds of things. The first one is vacation days. You need to schedule in 3 months in advance or 1 year in advance all your vacation days. Are you working 5 days a week and only 2 vacation days, or you are able to get 3 vacation days? And each day needs to be 80% of that day. So if you are in a vacation day from midnight to midnight, you are supposed to be in vacation for at least 80% of the days. 20% can be Facebook and iPhone and a couple of emails here and there, but you need to have 80% of your day as a vacation. The second kind of days is racing days. Racing is when you are ready to go, you are meeting clients, you are making money, you're doing everything that you love, that you are good at, and you're focusing all those activities in one day. Usually on Tuesday or Wednesday is probably the best days you can get for the racing days. Why you need to do that is because it gives you more energy. More you have energy, better it is to close a deal. Better it is to talk with your client and be really excited about it and get them excited about yourself, your product, or your services. And the third kind of days are the practice days. Those are the days that we love the less because we are just getting emails done, quotes, going to the shop to get furniture, all that. Everything that we need to do in our businesses. And actually, it's really a big problem to have a one racing day a week will be really good, especially when you start to do that system. Focus on one racing day a week, maybe 4 practice day and 2 vacation day. And once you manage and you are able to do one racing day, all the activity that you love, let's say it's a Tuesday, Monday you will prepare yourself as a practice day. You will be really excited, and in the racing day you will be excited, and in the third day on Wednesday you will finish to close the deal, finish up the paperwork. So for 3 days during that week you will be excited about that racing day. It's really about also statistics, and to be a good salesperson, to be a good speaker, or a good whatever you want to do, you need to analyze your stats for you and for your employees. And one of the easiest way that I found is the cherry system. You think your clients are like a cherry. When they are ready, when that is urgent for them, and when they need it, that's where they are ready. So this is a red cherry. You can do the sale and you can continue the deal. When they are green, that means, oh, they are almost ready, but not quite ready. That's either non-important for them right now, that's either non-urgent, or they don't need it right now, or one of those 3 are not there. That's why they are a green cherry. And your goal is to ask them, when can I follow up with you? In a week or in a month? Always give them a choice. And when you try to get the client, you get his objection all the way around, nothing works, it's kind of a seed. The seed, you tried everything you can, you chew the cherry as much as you can, it doesn't work, it's a seed. So you just spit it out and just move on. Don't take it personally. And when you have no answer, you put a 0 on your sheet of paper. And when you send an email, you put an E. So the example of each day, you have a line like that, and every stats that you got. At the end of the week, you put that in an Excel spreadsheet, and I have some templates for that for people who want it. It's really about establishing a system of productivity, a system of accountability, and also a system of how much money are you making each time you are picking up the phone. Even if it's a 0, or even when you leave a message, you put a L, like left a message. Everything that you do at the end of the week is improving your stats from the last week. And when you do that, you become more conscious about what you say over the phone, what works and what didn't work. And at the end of each day, you should do that exercise. What was the best and what didn't work, and how you can improve everything. And the sales process is a lot about being truly you. I know a lot of speakers and a lot of coaches out there, a lot of sales people, they are kind of just superficial. And now we are switching in the economy, I think, in the last couple of years, the people who are more authentic, vulnerable, compassionate, honest, genuine, natural. Those people, you can feel them, you can feel that energy, and your client can feel you. So that kind of old ways to sell and kind of crunch the client into a corner to make a sale. Now with all the protection law and everything, people can change mind, and usually we have all almost 30 days money back guarantee. It doesn't make any sense to make it artificial. And if you want to increase your sale, it's really by being truly you. And one of the things also as an entrepreneur is become stubborn. Be stubborn. Determination is one thing. Perseverance is another thing. But being stubborn is being in the middle and do whatever it takes. When I was young, I am 5'1" and I was a champion. I played at the championship in volleyball. I finished 9 in volleyball in 2000 after 5 knee injury. And why? Because I was stubborn. When somebody told me a few years before, you will never make any competitive level in volleyball because I was too small and I was a smasher, not a setter. But I was stubborn. And that lesson really teach me a lot in volleyball. And I translated that after that in my financial planning business, my real estate business, and now in my speaking, coaching, and author business. So be stubborn, but in a positive way. That can be positive. Donc, so for achieving success, you need 2 portions of the transaction. You need the transactional, so kind of the left brain, go-getter, systems, productivity, strategy, branding, marketing that we will share a little bit later. But you also need a transformational. So that's why I'm switching between my stories and my inspiration through the transactional and the tools. It's going from the left brain to the right brain, from the subconscious to the conscious. And when you are able to manage both together, going back and forth to one to the other with your clients, sometimes you are in the middle of a big deal and kind of that doesn't work. Try to bridge into a story, an emotional story in the middle of the deal to really kind of reconnect with your client. This is the best way when you are able to do both at the same time. And I know a lot of coaches and gurus out there are either transactional or either transformational. But I'm blessed and I'm really lucky and I'm really grateful that I was able to be recognized as a transactional left brain in my financial planning business and as an actuary, but also in my transformational with my different stories. And one of them is really personal about committing suicide, almost committing suicide in 95. And I will share that with you a little bit later. So the selling process right now is more about persuasion. Then instead of going with a bulldozer and try to crunch your client in one corner, it's about being persuasive with smiles, with stories, with kids. So those are the kids of my sister. But it's those kids are selling us all the time, all day long. If you have kids, they are selling you everything. They want an ice cream at the end of the day, or they want to go to bed later, or they want you to give them a story before going to bed. Those kids has the best method of selling that probably any adults on earth. So be sure you are reminding yourself to sell as kids instead of as bulldozers. Why selling is so important is because we need all money to do our job. And without money, there is no way you can impact the world. And we'll talk about impacting the world a little bit later. But with the sales, we need also some passive income. So it's why a lot of people, there is a lot of different streams of income. It can be MLM, and can be residual income, can be passive income with houses, biennial, whatever you can find as an on-the-side business to give you some passive income. $100 a month cash flow means over $28,000, exactly $28,656. Why? Because to provide you $100 a month for 12 months, that's $1,200 per year, net of taxes. And if I talk about California, let's say the highest rate is 35%, and you are kind of lucky here because I'm from Canada and my tax rate is 48.2%. Even if I pay 35% here in California, I still have to pay 13.2 in Quebec. So let's say the 35%, that means $1,846 a year. What is the amount of money that we need to provide that at 5% rate of return, which is still kind of good? You still need a little bit of mutual funds and a little bit of action to a little bit of stocks to get that 5%, but it's really a conservative portfolio. For 30 years, you need to have in bank right now over $28,000. Which one is easier? Getting $28,000 in your bank account, or finding a way to have a $100 passive income every month through real estate, MLM, whatever you or maybe your business, your actual business. And for me, I really learned a lot about that because my residual income as a financial planner, that's what that brought me, because the clients who are still there, I'm still owning that business at 51%, I'm still the president. These are residual income or passive income because I don't have to work for it. So this is really, really important. And I know a lot of people here, they think, oh, that's kind of over your head, or that's not what you want to do. But I want you to realize how much important it is, because I'm sure all of you want freedom, flexibility, more money. You want to give back to the society. You want to be able to get more people interested in your action and your services. So the excellence versus perfection. And I know a lot of people, they don't even start to invest in real estate or in your business right now because you are reaching for perfection. I don't want you to do that, because you're losing probably 80% of your time, your energy, and your money trying to be perfect and trying to get that extra 20% of perfection. Excellence is about 80% of the goal. So set whatever goal you want at 80%, and anyway, you will probably be double of any people around you, because most of the people, they operate at 40-50%. So at 80%, you will still be a good person, still offering excellent services, but you will waste less time. You know the Pareto rule, the 80-20. You probably spend 80% of your time to satisfy the top bottom of the 20% of your clients. Same thing with your task, with your energy, with your business. 80% are probably spending time on the top 20% to reach perfection. And for me, when I came in the States in 2007, I didn't know nobody. I took a real estate class, Nouveau Riche, for 2 years, 2008 to 2010, and bought my first house in 2008. This was not a house perfect. That was a trash house where the owner had a lot of problems. A couple of contractors get into it. This was a mess. This was a mess. This was not perfect, but that was still excellent, because finally, after the fixing and everything, we were able to do that. And actually, I never saw one of my deals in real estate. So if some people here are interested in real estate, it's not a presentation for that, but it's just to give you a little bit outside of your comfort zone about what is possible out there. That creative financing, that was a lease option at $900 a month. So the rental was $900 a month. And for the new owner that was living into that, I give them a $450 credit for 9 months. And after closing seller financing payment, once they close the deal, when they get all their cash down with the $450 a month, I was able to lower their payment at $644. So all tenants will want to go from $900 to $644. But for me, as an investor, as an owner, I went from $900 gross minus all expenses and all that to $644 a month net. So again, it's playing with all those numbers to really get you into the zone of thinking, that champion mindset, thinking about money can work for you instead of you working for money. So now that I share a little bit of tools and strategy and a lot of success stories, let me show you a little bit what my life was for the first 25 years. Two passions saved my life. I was miserable. I had a big hole inside. I was not feeling good. I was not happy. I was good at everything: sports, music, school, good parents, good family. But I had that big hole inside. How many of you are feeling discouraged right now? Are feeling that you lost your house, or you lost your job, or your marriage, you just got divorced, or you have problems in your family, or problem in your health, or whatever problems you have in your life. We all get discouraged. We all get into the bottom rock of our life at one point. The things that we need to do is really discover that power that we have inside. What is that passion? Because if you don't have any passion for your work right now, for your business, all the challenges will come into your life will be a pain, will be hard for you to overcome all those challenges. And for me, I always said at 25 years old, if life is not better, I will kill myself. And 7 days before my birthday, I got sick. I got a pneumonia, which means psychosomatically, you don't want to breathe. You don't want to be on earth. You don't want to be on this planet. And one day, one night, I was almost to commit suicide. And I turned on the TV. I was crying. And there was one TV host who were telling, if you want to commit suicide, you can do it, but you need to call at least one friend. And actually, when Robin Williams committed suicide, that was really a rough week for me, because that brought me into that moment of not feeling hopeful. I was feeling hopeless at that time. Be sure that your passion of filling you with hope, with passion, with dreams. And be sure that that night, because I call my friend, that's why I'm here to talk with you. I'm still alive. And my mission that I discovered in 2007 is really to help people to overcome those challenges, overcome your fear, getting out of your comfort zone, and also realize that you've got a friend. Remind yourself that song. Each time you are discouraged, remind yourself that song. When you're down and trouble and you need some loving care, and nothing is going right, you've got a friend. Oh yeah, you've got a friend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take a deep breath. Feel the energy in your heart. Feel the energy that you want to bring to the heart. Bring the energy you can bring into your business. Take that energy to a next step, to a next level. Numbers is good. Sales are good. Branding, marketing, everything. But again, you need the transformational, the inspirational in your life to be able to merge both together. And this is my goal tonight, going again from the transactional to the transformational, the left brain to the right brain, the go hardcore numbers, and getting back to your heart with the stories like that. And this is a way for me that I built all my radio show, radio interview, TV interview. My book is written like that too. And it's really important for me. And I think that is the way that I branded myself. And my book, Win the Race of Life, that is that too. And actually, 4 years later, finally, my book will be translated in French. French is my first language. But there are more clients, more customers in English language. So I had to make the big decision 4 years ago to produce my book in English. Now, finally, my book is in French, and I'm also co-author with Les Brown in Fight for Your Dreams. And the Teen CEO Show is a teen CEO show. It's a reality TV show to teach teenagers about business, all those concepts that I'm teaching you right now, the transformational and transactional, because shows on TV for teens are a lot negative. I want to bring a show that is positive, educational, inspirational, to really help those teenagers at 15 years old or at 13 years old. If I would have known what I know today, or as an entrepreneur, what entrepreneurship can bring to my life at 15 years old, my life would be so much better right now. So it's really important for you and also for your kids to teach them whatever you learn from me and from other coaches, other things, because if you are not impacting your communities with what you know, who will? Nobody. That starts with you. That starts with me and my dreams. What is you and your dream? Take a piece of paper and design that triangle. Put your dreams in the middle. What do you want to accomplish in life? What kind of dreams that you want? Once you do that, your entrepreneurship, your business, to become an expert in your industry, if your business doesn't match your dreams, it doesn't match your passion, your mission, there is no way you will be successful better than other people in your industry. So it's really important to visualize yourself and kind of upgrade your dreams to start a business with it. And your dreams and your business needs to be aligned. Once you do that, you need to be able to partner up with different nonprofit, or maybe even start your nonprofit. My nonprofit is Keep Dreaming, Keep Living. I'm helping people by speaking in different schools for free, or different women's organizations for free, because I have a nonprofit heart to really help other people without making profit as much as I can. But on the other side, we need cooperation. We need money. We need people to pay us for our services. So once you have your own business, list probably 10 different corporations or 10 different nonprofits that you can match your dreams, and they have the similar dreams than you. So like that, you can make an impact in your community, in your local community. So this is the first step. A lot of people, they are partnering up with corporation or nonprofit, sometimes both, but not so much, but at least having that good basic of that triangle. But the real goal is, what are you? Why are you on Earth? What is your reach? Well, how can you reach more people? Of course, you need more media coverage. You need press releases, and these and the social media, and these are mostly all free right now. If you know exactly how to write your press releases, and I have a couple of articles on my blog who show you how to do that, how to attract more media, more social media, that's where you can reach more people around the planet. Reach more people again and again, so like that you can have a bigger impact. If you are just in your community, you are making an impact at a local level. But now with internet, stop playing small, play bigger. Reach people from Argentina, reach people from Australia, people from Philippines, people from everywhere. Here in the States and in Canada, we are so spoiled. All the people, they learn from so much different speakers, different video online for free. But a lot of people in Africa, in other countries, they don't have everything that we have right now. Everybody here that are listening to this call, this is your goal. How can you impact more communities? And if here in the US, it's harder to make our message go far because there are so many and there are so many people, just do a global change. Just go somewhere else. With internet, it's free. I really want you to stop playing small and play bigger and bigger. If a girl like me who came in the US without speaking English, without knowing nobody, was able to do all that, to do a global change, to do more media, press releases, and impact more people, if I was able to do it, you are able to do it. And if you need a hand on that, if you need a mentor, if you need a coach, I'm there for you. And there are other people, they are there for you too. But listen, be sure that you are impacting other communities, because if you keep your dream, if you keep your myth yourself, if you play small, you can never be happy at 100%, because you know inside yourself that you are not an expert in your industry, and you should be. You should be that leader in your place. How many times did you call the media, the radio local station, the TV local station? How many times did you write a press releases? Probably zero in most of the cases. It's crazy. I coach so many clients and barely nobody never even try it. I was 11 years old doing piano competition, and I was doing that. Same thing when I was a volleyball player. I contacted my journalist to make a report on me, to make an article on me. The people in the media, they don't care about you. Don't wait until they knock at your door. They will never knock at your door. You need to knock at their door. And that's what I want to help you. Want to help you to get your message out there. And who is better branding and exposure than Oprah Winfrey? She's one of the masters of that. And one day I said, I want my TV show. It's a mix between Oprah Winfrey and Donald Trump. Here, this is Bernie Dorman, Zig Ziglar, and a couple of months later, I was in the same magazine that all those big people. Why? Because I knock on doors. Because I write articles. I write press releases. I learn how to write press releases, and English is not even my language. So what is your excuses? Media, I was in media all over the place. Since years and years and years, many media coverage. How many media coverage did you get? How can you be recognized as an expert in your industry if you are not able to get into the media, even your local media? It's not that hard. With my first 4 websites, I built my first 4 websites by myself. This one is a new website by a webmaster. But with my second or my third website by myself, that I barely spent $100. I spent $200 on the PR campaign, and I was on USA Today, NBC, Fox. I was on Forbes lately with another strategy. But what I want you to understand here is about how come Nadine was able to be on media and get those websites done for less than $100. Why are you waiting, and what are you waiting for you? Who are your mentors? Like Jeff Hoffman, founder of Priceline, is one of my mentors. JT Fox. I met Randy Zuckerberg, Jack Welch, the triple champion, NFL champion, Michael Irvin. Here, Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple, and JT Fox, and all that. Why? Because media exposure brings you more leads. And bigger is the media exposure, bigger the name of the recognition brand, like ABC, Fox, Forbes, and all that. So all of those national media, but bigger the media is, bigger credibility you get, and bigger conversion you get. And Google your name consistently every 2-3 months. Google your name. Improve your SEO without even having SEO. I don't barely have SEO on my website, and I'm all over the place. Google your name. Google my name. Google the people that you want to be coached by. Google the name of the people you want to do business with. Be sure that those people have been there, done that. Not just coaching you to coach you, but coach you because they had accomplished it for themselves. I'm so stunned because I'm approached all the time. Oh, we want to do SEO on your website. You want to help you on your exposure and all that. I Google those names. I went to their Facebook or their Twitter and they have always less exposure than me. Why do you contact me if you will have less exposure than me, myself, and I by myself with barely no money that I was able to do? Ask yourself that question. When you want to do business with somebody, you want to offer them your services. Did you Google your name and did you Google their name? If your name has less exposure than them, maybe you should work on getting more media, more Google exposure, more Facebook exposure, and more Google Hangout exposure. It's a really great way for free. Google Hangout. Record a short Google Hangout for you. Post that on your YouTube, and you will see you post a few of them, and you will be probably on the first page of Google in the next couple of weeks. I'm telling you, one of my videos got on the first page of Google, and that was kind of just a test video, one of my first Google Hangout. And that was kind of the third or the fourth video on that subject. I was talk about that. I said, oh my God, this is powerful. Google Index, Google Hangout. Do a lot of Google Plus leads and quotes and pictures, and share a bunch of things also on Google Hangout. A lot of people, we are on Facebook and LinkedIn and all that, but do a little bit more on Google Plus, so your exposure will grow again and again. So now this is one of my favorite tools that I built. It's the Expert Grid Blueprint. It's about all the coaching that I had in my life. Again, probably over 30 different coaches that I got. And I resumed all my life in my music, sports, financial business, and speaking. And I said, what can I share with my listeners to give them the tool from my brain to a piece of paper to really help them to build their credibility and their exposure? And I came up with this one. And it's a lot about the lesson and the story. This is coming from my coaching with Les Brown. He's always saying, you need a lesson with a story, and don't tell a story if you don't have a lesson to go with it. So this is from Les Brown, the lesson and the story. This is kind of the core value of your message, of your template, or even if you are a salesperson, you need to have different lesson and different stories. So different lines are going through different lesson and stories. You can compose your book with that grid, with different lines. You can do your 3-minute TV interview. You can build that with that tool, or your 20-minute radio interview, or your 3-day or your 3 weeks boot camp. It's just that you have more lines and more stories and more lesson to share with your audience. So you need to organize all your stories and all your lesson in lines like that. For me, of course, because I want to sing and speak while I'm speaking, it's all about having a song that goes with the lesson and the energy of the lesson. So again, my story, again, the suicide, my lesson was you have a friend, and I got the song, You've Got a Friend. And for you, if you are not a singer or a musician, just choose different songs with different energy to go with your message. When you build your coaching program, or when you build your training program, each chapter or each module of your program should have a song, because the song is bringing people from their head to their heart. So be sure you make that connection when you tell your story and your lesson. So the first 3 is for that. The next part is my media coaching. I was coached by Jill Lublin, one of my media coach, and it's all about the hook and the credibility. The ETR, it's earn the right. What is your hook and your credibility? So like that, the media, in one sentence, they are interested into you. You need to discover that. At one point, I was using Nadine, the motorcycle racer who sings like an angel. I used that for a while. And now it's more becoming an expert in your industry and go at 180 miles per hour. So find a hook and a credibility to go together, and the problems that you are resolving and the solution that you are bringing. You need to bring some kind of unique solution, and you need to address the problems that the people want to hear. As an example, at the beginning, I wanted to speak against suicide and depression. There is a big problem there, but nobody wants to hear about it. So it's why I had to change all my marketing, all my speeches, strategies, because nobody wants to hear about that. So you need to find a problem that the people want to resolve. And in the middle of everything, now you are sharing the story you want to share. Like me, I always share my suicide story to get the people to know that exists. And if they need some help, I'm there to help them too. not only in business, but also on the personal side. So be sure the attraction, credibility, problems, and solution, it's kind of your media hook. And the last two tools is more my coaching, and I was coached by Norma Hollis, one of the good coach here, and Bernie Dorman, and Jack Canfield, Dan Sullivan, and all that, and T. Harvaker, is you need to have tools and exercises that the people do. In a webinar, it's harder a little bit because we cannot have interaction until the end, until you get some question in. But it's really about those tools and strategies, and you give exercise for people to do it. Like in my book, In the Race of Life, it's all about each couple of chapters, I'm giving exercise for people to really realize in their life. Because being a good speaker or having a good book, reading a good book, it's good. But if you don't apply any tools and these exercises in your own life, you are reading for nothing. If you are not taking at least one thing that I shared with you tonight, one tool or one strategy, one exercise, if you don't do the work at home, you are listening that for nothing, because you will be a seminar junkie going from one coaching or one teaching to another. And when you don't apply, when you don't take action, you cannot improve your own life. And the goal of all those coaching and trainings is to improve your own life, isn't it? So be sure you are downloading that expert grid blueprint on my website at nadinecoaching.com. And the link that you see also on that webinar right now, you will be able to have an offer and a great way to continue to work with me on that too, if you want. Also, another thing is really important is to increase your expert status is to build your own radio show. Why? Even if it's a radio show internet, and my coaches told me for about 2 years, because before I listened to them, and when I did it, I said, oh my God, I wish I did that 2 years ago. So I built a Radio Guide 101, because I built my own radio show at 2 o'clock in the morning, between 2 to 5 in the morning, and my radio show was online at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I built a guide because when you have your own radio show, now instead of asking people to be on their stage or interviewed on their radio show or whatever, you are approaching the expert in your industry that you want to connect with, and you are offering them, would you like to have an interview on my radio show? Do you think that the people will answer yes a lot more than if you are asking them, can I be on your stage? It's a lot harder to be on stage, but when you have a radio show, you can start to build relationship with all those experts that you want to build relationship with, and now you are interviewing the expert. What do you think that happened? Those people that they are listening to you, now they are thinking you are the expert because you are interviewing the other expert. Everything is about your perception. And it's really, really important that you change your mindset again, changing your mindset for a champion mindset. And a champion, there is always a decision process. It speeds up your decision-making process. More you are proactive instead of reactive, more success you will have in your life. Listen more to your instinct. Male and female, both of us, we have a lot of instinct, and probably a little bit more female, we listening a little bit more to that intuition, but be sure that you are listening more to that intuition, because that little voice you are telling you, oh, maybe you should not do business with that person, one day or the other, it will come to bite you in the back because you didn't listen to your intuition and your instinct. The third thing to be really successful is stop procrastination. I know a lot of people are at home right now. They are listening to that from one year or for 2 years, but stop procrastinating. If you are feeling you have some exercise that I share with you that you should do, just take note of it. Just start. Just after that, just tomorrow, just start to do whatever you need to do. If you feel that you would like to work with me, just stop procrastinating. The same thing. Live like it is your last day. In motorcycle racing, each time we are taking the next corner, each time that somebody crash into us or we crash in somebody or we fall by ourselves, we can crash and we can die. Live like it is your last day and live without regrets. A lot of people, they are saying, oh, I should have done this. I should have bought that house. I should have had kids. Or I should have bought whatever, go to that trip that I wanted to go. One of my motive for me is always about when I ask myself the question, if I don't do it, will I regret? And if the answer is yes, that means I need to do it right now and stop procrastinating. These are simple things, but if you live your life with that, and in motorcycle racing, you need to do all of those 5. Because if not, if you hesitate in one corner, are not flexible, or if you are not taking action right away, you can crash and you can die. And this is my story at Daytona. Not the story of crashing and dying, but this is the story about taking the start of your life. I was at Daytona Bike Week. This is one of my friends on the bike. And at Daytona Bike Week, we were 75 guys racing for that big week at Daytona. And my only goal was to qualify so like that I can do the race on Sunday. I was probably the only woman on the grid against 75 guys. And on Sunday morning, I get up, I'm so excited. And finally, it was raining. Raining, like even with the atmosphere and everything, everybody is excited and all that, but it was raining. Everybody has their own mechanic, and Nadine is there. Me, myself, and I do my own mechanic. This year was in 2007. I started racing in 2003 and got my first street bike in 2001. And I'm here at Daytona realizing one of my dreams that I probably never dreamed of that it was possible, but I was there. And I had to choose that morning between the rain tires or the wet tire or the dry tire because we need to change the tire really quickly. And because of that, that morning, that big hamster, negative hamster, was telling me, don't do that. It's too risky. If you crash, you can die. And if something happened, they will have to ship you in a helicopter and all that. And at one point, I said, oh my God, I need to relax. So I took a deep breath. And I said, what is the positive in the negative? There is always something. And I said, oh, I raced 14 times out of 17 weekends last year in Quebec. Now I am in Florida. Most of the people are from down south, so maybe they didn't race in the rain so much. So I focus on that positive energy, and I started to visualize myself to have a good start and finally choose the right tires. And finally I arrive on the grid of the starting grid, and half of the people didn't show up. I was looking in front of me, behind of me. At one point, I was thinking I was on the wrong race. I said, where are all the 75 people? And finally, that morning, half of the people didn't show up. Who are you? Are you the people who are not showing up? Are you the people who are trying to reach your goal, but you are never even take the start? And when you are on the finish line, on the straight line, when you go at 180 miles per hour, this is the easy part. But having somebody is passing you or you passing somebody, downshifting 3 gears, getting on the brakes as hard as you can, but not too much, because if you brake too much, you can crash and you can die. You need to take the next corner as fast as you can, but again, not too much. When in your life you have a crash, you have a illness, somebody crash into you, or a divorce, or a business failure, what do? How do you take the next corner? And sometimes we are sitting too much in our comfort zone. And that was my story in the last lap, in the last couple of corners. I started to get that negative hamster again telling me, oh, now you maybe finished the race, Oh, maybe you should be careful. You don't want to crash. And that ego starting to get into the pipeline too, and telling me, oh, just be sure you don't crash. But you know what? The last couple of corners, somebody passed me because I was too much in my comfort zone. In your life, in your business, if you are living in your comfort zone right now, I can guarantee you in 2-3 years, somebody will pass you if it's not in 2-3 months. So be sure you always focus on the positive. And that race at Daytona, this is my favorite picture ever. It's my third place at Daytona against 75 guys. And I'm kind of mad at me because I could have got the second place, but I was too much in my comfort zone. But I learned a lot in that racing and in all my racing careers. All of those things that I can apply, and you can apply that in life and in business. Be sure that you are applying all the tools and all the strategy that I share with you. And the racing map to your dreams is the acronym of racing. So it's using that motorcycle racing. The first step is recognize your finish line. And there is 3 lines for the personal, professional, and spiritual. And the second step is act. Act 1 corner at a time, personal, professional, and spiritual. When I coach people in business, sometimes we choose 3 business things over there, like customer service, social media, technology, whatever we need to work on. We build a racing map like that for your racing system. The C is for care about your family, your business, your friends, everything that you have in life. The I is for empower. Go inside yourself, discover your own power. This is a word that I invented, and that also means inspire and empower. Because anyway, with my English accent in 2007, when I told everybody that I want to be an international speaker, I want to be on TV, on radio and magazine, everybody discouraged me. They told me, never you will be able to do that. And I discovered that word, empower, that means 3 things at the same time. And that's exactly what I did. Hopefully one day that word will be in a dictionary. The number 5 is never give up. Never give up in your life, in your business, and do that exercise at home. Take a piece of paper. On the left, put all your problems, your challenges, or your fears. And on the right, you put all the solution that goes with those fears and those challenges. And the G is finally get it done. Get it done. Go, let's go. Get more horsepower in your bike. Put some more racing fuel. Put some more smile, some more I love you. Whatever you need to do in your personal, professional, and spiritual. On your business, that could be having an extra phone call every day or every week. An extra coaching program every year, an extra seminar every month, or an extra networking every week or twice a month. Whatever it is for you, be sure you get it done. Be sure you do the things that the people around you are not willing to do. What is stopping you? What is your biggest challenge? Get on the racetrack. Be sure that you are leaning long enough, hard enough, fast enough to realize your dream, to have the focus that you need in your life. And this is one of my favorite things on earth, is really when I do my event at the racetrack, I bring people with a professional motorcycle racer to do rides at 150 miles per hour. So this is my breakthrough exercise on one of my live events. It's really amazing, and people who want to do that, we have about 1 date or 2 every year, and it's really exclusive. So contact me if you want to do that. So begin your race. What is the race of your life you want to do? And this video is really showing you how can you race in your life. So this is me on the bike who's racing. And in the first corner, there's a lot of people, but you need to find your way. The second corner, there is a lot of people, but less and less. Same thing in life. And look on the right now, somebody is almost crashing into me. But even that, you need to be calm and you need to really focus on where you need to go. And sorry, there is a little time on the buffer there, so I will stop the video. It's really to show you how you can live your life on the edge and stop playing small. Stop being in your comfort zone. And this tool is really helping you to get out of that comfort zone. I want you to put 36 goals in 36 months. You remember that racing map to your dreams, it's 18 goals, it's 6 steps in 3 different categories. So you have 18 goals. And I have another exercise also that I cannot share tonight, but you put another 18 goals in different areas of your life and you put 36 goals for the next 36 months. This is getting out of your comfort zone. Because if you're focusing only on 1 or 2 goals and you don't accomplish those goals, that will be a failure. If you put 36 on the map, on the grid, and you realize probably 25 of them, this is a big win. It's all about perception, to see your problems as a solution. And most of the people, you have the problem, a lack of vision, lack of business knowledge, lack of credibility, lack of visibility, lack of contacts, of commitment, lack of tools and strategies. And as you saw today, I share all of those with you. And I would like to help you on the way to really bring those problems into solution and stop playing small. And for me, I spoke in Africa, in India, in Paris, and I barely spoke English 5 years, 7 years ago. What will you do with your own life? What will you do with your business? What can you do to accomplish all the dreams you want? Be sure that you imagine your dreams. Take a deep breath. And just think about your dreams. What do you want to do? What do you need to accomplish your dreams? I know there is a lot of solution for you. And you need first to discover who do you want to become. Since I'm 4 or 5 years old, I wanted to become a singer and a speaker and a role model. All that evaluate into the years. And now that's what I do. Speaking, singing, inspiring, write my own books, coaching people all over the world. 850 clients that I've coached in my life. And this is some testimonial. One said, you have been the only personal coach in that last year that facilitated my personal improvement. I do thank you very much for the coaching I received. From Argentina, this guy, I met him through Les Brown book because I gave a bonus on the book for Les Brown. And finally got my 20-minute free coaching call and finally signed up for being a client. And he said that I was one of the only one who helped him that year. It's pretty good because I know he was coached also by Les Brown. But every one of us, we have our own color, our own ways to coach people. And Iran said that my coaching style is fantastic. And George said that I delivers practical advice for overcoming hurdles and going after your dreams with my simple racing system. So that racing system, you have access to that. And if you believe, like me, I'm working on it with people who believe the same thing than me, because if not, it's not a good match. I believe when people are really high achiever, they want to improve your life. If you don't want to improve your life, probably it's not a good match for me. But I'm believing in amazing lifestyle is achievable. I believe that life is fun and joyful. I believe in forming elite connection and team building for success. That's what I do. Living with purpose to create a legacy. Remember that that triangle, how to impact your communities. In doing what I love with passion. Do you like or do you love what you are passionate about and what you're doing with it? In achieving high-speed success, I'm all about results and fast results. When people or when things are not moving fast, it's kind of boring for me. And I know it's not everybody who can do that. But if you are really successful in your life, in your business, or if you want to be successful, more successful than you are right now, I have an amazing program for you. It's different a little bit than coaching. It's more an hybrid between coaching and consulting. because what I love with that program is it's getting more results faster. And I guarantee you, you will not get discouraged because I will help you along the way. That will save you a lot of time and a lot of money. It's a go step by step with guidance. You know, a lot of coaches, they are telling you, you should do this, you should do that, but they never review your website. They never review your branding or your pamphlet or things like that. For me, it's really what pissed me off when I had a bunch of coaches and I said, man, there is nothing on the market to really guide the people step by step. And that's what I created with that program, Do It With You. Gain more confidence, because when you have a one step by step process, step 1, 2, 3, 4, you feel more confident and more self-esteem because you know what to do. You also become more independent, because when you can do your Photoshop in the middle of the night because you forgot to ask that to your graphic designer, you can at least do something and be more independent, and you don't need to ask somebody or pay $150 or $2,000 for this and that, because you will be able to do some things yourself, because I will be able to show you how to do it. You need to put your efforts at the right place. You need to have the right sequencing. And if you are a coach, a speaker, or an author, there is a lot of things we need to do, like blogs, magazines, social media, media coverage, radio, TV, and all that. So it's all about having that one-step process to be able to, one step-by-step process to really help you. And you learn and you do at the same time. That is the beauty of it. Just learning, if you're not doing, doesn't do nothing. But if you do at the same time, and if I help you, and if I even start with my Skype, I coach my client over Skype. So we do the step-by-step process together, and we will work on different aspects. Again, become an entrepreneur from A to Z for less money. The branding and the media kit, it's really important for you, because when the media will call you, they need to go to your press kit. You need to have a press kit, and you need to have a good branding on a good website. And on Fiverr.com, TeamForest.com, WordPress.com, there are many, many ways to build that for less dollar. Sorry, there's a less, there is a there, but there is a bunch of dollar sign to compensate. Build your expert grid blueprint. The grid that I shared with you, build that, and that will really help you to build your template for your speech, for your book, your radio show, your radio interview, your retreat, everything you're doing, even for your sales client, that the clients that you are doing a sales pitch, do that template, and that will help you too. Also, that 3-year plan, that 12 trimester plan, the 36 goals in 36 months. This is something that I work with you hands-on on the program to really build that. And also the 17-step process. With that racing map, this is a 6-step process, but there is a module for each step, so that gives you 17-step process. And I was really good at processes, systems, and productivity as an actuary by trade and a financial planner. That my left brain is still pretty strong to help people also in the financial, in tax strategy, business strategies. I know a lot in different area of business and financial, so I can guide you on the general side. And when you need more deepness, like people, experts, and all that, I can give you those experts. I do business with 10, 15 different experts, English and French, Canada and the US, to help you in everything there. So if I cannot help you directly, I have somebody on my team who will be able to do that with you. So if you want to be mentored by me, this is the mentorship opportunity with me. It's 6 sessions of 30 minutes. If you want to do 3 hours and a half a day, you can do that too. Or if you want to do that in 6 months, you can do that too. but the value of that is $3,000. And I'm 18 years in business, and I did a lot of international business, which is completely different than most of the coaches out there. Not a lot of coaches has an international experience, and now with internet we need to be international. So let me help you on your business and also on the international. I had a lot of clients, over 850 clients right now, in finances, and real estate. So this is the left brain. But on the creative side, on the right brain, I help people also in their speaking business, coaching and consulting, because I am really good at finding solution outside the box. And again, I have a team of experts. So when you do business with me, it's a one-stop shop. With my 3-hour coaching program, or my 10-month coaching program, whatever program you have with me, it's a one-stop shop. If somebody has already a good website, a good branding, but you want to kind of be over the top for something else, I have expert in branding, in website, in marketing. I have all the expert because I build my own businesses myself. Like that, I have 6 businesses right now, and I use a lot of people. A lot of people were not that good, trust me, especially on the website. I probably fire 4 of them, and accounting, I probably fire 5 of them. But now that I found the people who are really good for my own personal pickiness, because I'm kind of picky doing business with people, now I can refer people to you and to help you build everything that you need, either on your financial, tax saving, business strategy, process strategy, website, branding, everything you need to become an entrepreneur from A to Z. I can tell you, I will help you with that. And this is an amazing program for the price that I will offer to you pretty soon. So with that, you have the Radio Guide 101, how to start your own radio show. This is an audio program. The value is $100. You have also my #1 bestseller book. It's the 2nd edition, the Win the Race of Life. The value of this one is $20. If you want the old edition, it's $15. So this one is a little bit more expensive, because now we are going all over the world. We have 3 countries are interested with letter of intent on my book. So hopefully that will be translated even in Chinese, hopefully. And French is coming in March. And also, for the first 20 people who are signing up today, and on the website, you have a link right now. So I invite you to go on that website and be sure you are signing up right now to be in the first 20 people for that. This is the 10-week home study course. Some people, they love my 6 session of 30 minutes because it's personal, it's one-on-one. But some people, they said, oh my God, I want to do something at home before even going to you. So like that, they profit even more. It's a 10-week coaching program, home study course. It's recording. I will record that live in a couple of months. So if people want to be on the call with me and asking your question directly on the call, that will be possible too, because this is the first time I really offer that new 10-week home study course. And the value of that is $1,000, because this will be really personalized from one week to the other on whatever the people ask the most. Either if it's branding, strategy, business plan, life plan, whatever you need, I will do that 10-week coaching program with the people who are participating. And also, I do my own events. The general admission is also included in that. The value is $1,000. That can be at the racetrack, or that can be at the hotel. I have some events at the hotel. In November, I have one on the 4th of November around Irvine. And my racetrack event, my next one would be in November 30th at Fontana Auto Club Speedway. So whatever you want, we have a money-back guarantee. So you have 3 hours with Nadine, money-back guarantee, Radio Guide 101. And also, if you want to have an interview with me on my own radio show, if you want to be interviewed by me, post that on your website. I can offer that to you also. #1 bestseller book, and the bonuses for the first 20 people, again, go on the link that is on the website right now. You have a 1 home study course for you, and you also have a one live event. The total value of everything with the 30-day money back guarantee is over $5,000, and you can get that today at $497. I'm telling you, just 3 hours with me of brainstorming with you, masterminding, working with you, worth a lot more than $497. And for people who has maybe problem with the money and all that, we offer also 2 payments of $297. So again, this program is do it for you, with you, helping you, and really helping you to get the race of your life. Get your starting line. Get on the racetrack. And who are you? There are 3 kinds of people in life. These are the people who are leading the race. So people who are taking action, not procrastinating. They are always in front of the challenges, in front of everything. So are you that kind of person? The second kind of person is the person who are in the race. They are in the action. They are still taking action. They are still getting those kind of deal, but you are not a leader. And the third kind of people are the people who are not even in the race. The people who are not even knowing that there is a race, that there is ways for you to really realize your dream, getting out of your comfort zone and become an expert in your industry. So again, my name is Nadine Lajoie, and you have my contact info here if you have any question. But first of all, I want you to acknowledge you because you are still there on the line. You can record and re-listen that recording. Hopefully, you will be able to get the sign up and be in the first 20 people, so you get more for the package, for the opportunity to have mentorship with me, Nadine, and my contact info at nadineracing.com. My phone number also is 949-421-7562, just in case you need to reach me. And all those programs are 30-day money back guarantee. So don't take it only tomorrow or next week, because we want you to be in the top 20 people to really sign up for that. Become an expert in your industry and how to really become an entrepreneur from A to Z with all the tools, all the strategy, and all the help from me and my team to really help you in your business. So thank you so much. Thank you for the promoter who get me that opportunity to share with you those slides, and talk to you soon. So sign up on the link on that page, and see you later.